Hello everyone. With the World Championship going on, we have gotten ourselves a brand new box for us to dig through, the Borrelsword slash box. Today we're going to be counting down what are the best cards you should try pulling and what decks you should try creating, as well as how many copies of a card you should try building. Well, let's get started. First we're going to start with the only good staple in the box, and that is the main card, the Borrelsword's Dragon card. What we have here is a Link 3 Dragon Link that requires 3 monsters to build. Remember the Dark Rebellion XC Dragon? Well, it's pretty much that, but as a Link. He also has an additional effect to attack twice and change battle positions. It's a fairly decent generic Link. While not as good as Phoenix, it's still pretty decent if you are lacking in cards on your extra deck. Plus, that's that regarding staples. Let's go around. Let's start with the decks. First, we have the Agents, which is the most successful deck right now, being like tier 1 on the tier list. You see, the Agents are basically angels that live in the sky in the sanctuary. They're named after planets like Venus, Mars, the Earth. They are like fairy synchro and link hybrid deck that are super powerful because they are able to usually make end boards that end with 2 disruptions and a permanent spell card negate. He also has a very powerful skill that has a lot of consistency with his search effect and all the sum. I greatly recommend you build it. As for how many copies you should try getting from 2 to 3 Neptune, about 1 Majesty Hyperion, and about 3 Sacred Wars in the Sky. There's also some new support in the new item, in the new anniversary. But try getting the rest of the cards over here, stuff like Majesty Hyperion, Master Hyperion, the Agent of Mystery, and the Agent of Creation Venus. As for other cards you should try building. For other decks for you to try, it's definitely Sunavalon. Now, Sunavalon is a Link heavy deck that revolves around the character Spectre from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Brains anime. It's a plant earth archetype that summons a bunch of powerful links. It's really good. It's basically a 1-card combo where you summon a normal plant like Sunset Genius Lucy, and after that you start doing link combos and link stair. It's fairly powerful. It's actually pretty cheap to build. You don't necessarily need Longfire Blossom. You can get 1 or 2 copies, but you can also just use cards like Unexpected Die to summon your normal vanilla, and from there you start using your combos. Link summoning to Link 1, which is available as a drop reward for the event, and then from that you can end up in basically 2 Link 4s on your end board. You should try getting 1 or 2 copies of Bengal Enhancer the Resurgent, which is a powerful card that allows you to return cards from your opponent from the field to the hand, as well as 1 or 2 Ditrante. I don't know how to spell that. It's really fairly powerful. It destroys cards from the field, like a Raigeki. And yeah, fairly cool, fairly cheap. Greatly recommend. It's right now tier 3 on the tier list. As for our next subject we're going to talk about is Borrel. Now, Borrel is a deck that's already seen a lot of play. It already has cards in the game. Here we have brand new support with Double Disruptor Dragon as well as Borrel Riot Dragon. These new cards offer a lot of support for the archetype. Borrel Riot Dragon, when Ritual Summon, it can negate special summon from the opponent by destroying itself or other rocket cards, and Borrel Disruptor Dragonfall acts like a follow-up play, allowing you to search any of the spell cards like Rapid Tree or Heavy Interlock, and allowing you to summon 2 rockets from the graveyard by triggering itself. It's fairly great. I recommend getting 1 to 2 copies of Double Disruptor Dragon, as well as 1 to 2 Borrel Riot Dragon. Fill the deck with the rest of the Borrel cards and rocket cards. Up next we have Cybers. Now there's only 1 card of Cybers here, the Cyber Sage. This new support is not as good. This Cyber Sage has been playing, but mainly you want to focus on just getting the new structure deck that's been going out right now, Cyanide Raging, as well as the new free card Dark Fluid Dragon. They're surprisingly powerful. Right now they are on tier 2. You should try getting 2 or 3 copies of the structure deck, and then get yourself 1 copy of the of the ritual. Fairly good for follow-up plays, and that's pretty much it for links for Dark Fluid and for Cybers. Now, those 4 are, in my opinion, some of the best decks that you can build from this box right now. However, there's still some others we have yet to talk about who I don't feel are as strong, but regardless, those are Trap Trick and Infernoble Knights. Now, Trap Tricks are a a fairly old deck. They revolve around this bunch of cute little girls that are either plant or insect that when summon, they can exceed summon into another trap trick that usually lets you add other trap cards or hold cards. Yeah, it's a trap heavy deck. Usually revolves around searching and adding trap cards and then destroying your opponent or soloing him out. It's fairly decent. He also got a new skill, just they're not as powerful as say the agents or Sunabulon or Cyberus or even Rockets. Still, you should try giving it a try. You could give it a try if you're a fan of the archetype, you're a fan of the artwork. They're fairly expensive though. They currently use about 3 copies of Lone Sword Fire Blossom and 3 copies of Traptrix Mirmelo, 2 or 3 copies of Mantis, and you need to dig a few old boxes for some of the cards, and that's about it. Oh yes, the next one is Infernoble Knights. Now, Infernoble Knights have seen some super new support with this new card, Heritage of Talents, which allows you to search any Noble Knight card, including Infernoble Knights, as well as this brand new card, Infernoble Knights Knight Reno. Now, Infernoble Knights are like a variation of the Noble Knight archetype. They are fire warrior monsters that rely on equip spells and manage to summon powerful synchros. They are decent, but they are mostly used like deck filler for like the skill that allows you to easily summon Phoenix Jurfrid, the Joy skill that allows you to easily summon. Still though, you can try setting it up, seeing how they work. They're just not as good as the other ones, and they're fairly expensive. If you're gonna build Infernoble Knights, I recommend using the Joy skill with Phoenix Jurfrid and then filling the deck with as many Fire Warrior monsters as you have. Maybe 1 or 2 copies of this, 3 to 0 copies of this. Maybe you want 3 if you're going to like purposely build only Noble Knights. It's fairly expensive, and 1 to 2 copies of Emperor Charles if you're planning to build them. And last but definitely least, we have Shadow support. Here we have Shekinaga. It's a brand new Shadow card support. It uses Earth monsters, and it's this and the brand new card. Oh, here, Shadow Genius are Shadow support. That's just not really worth talking about. Sadly, they're just not that good. Shekinaga is really just. It's mostly useful for like super poly target. The deck doesn't really use any earth monsters to make plays. Still, it's decent if you could get yourself if you have already shadows and you are missing, say, you want to add something to your extra deck, or you want to complete the Shadow collection, you could add this. Although Shadows already have a pretty busy extra deck requiring you to play 3 copies of Shadow Construct, so I don't think it's really worth it right now. You're better off just using the already fusions that they already have and links. But still, maybe once we get powerful earth monsters or a powerful earth deck starts in display, then Shekinaga might pop out. But as of right now, it's not really recommended. And that's pretty much it. As for the other new cards that's recently got added, we have cards like Condemned Maiden. You should have to get yourself a copy of Master Hyperion, which is now only available as a special set. Traptrix of Flesia, also available for if you're planning to build Traptrix, also available as a special set. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyway, if you have any questions, please leave them. If you have any other questions or comments, you can leave them down below in the comment section. This is a brand new format I'm starting to test out. Tell me if you like it or any recommendations you would like to give out. Without further ado, thanks for watching and have yourself a good one.